Hi, I'm Jennifer and welcome to my midlife student life where I'm celebrating this week. Yay! Finished clinical. Woohoo! I'm feeling super good. I'm like flying high rate today. And in this video, I'm also going to share with you some advice on how to survive clinical week when you're not feeling very well.
Drink lots of water.
It's September and we've got heavy dew on the car this morning, but it's not yet frosty, so that's good. You can see leaves coming down. Not quite the sunrise we had last month, but that's okay. It's the first day of the last week of clinical in September, year 1. Good morning, check-in. Day 3 now, and another nice morning. I am noticing it's a little darker each morning. The moon is half out and it's directly above me, which is kind of neat. Feeling not too bad. A little bit sore today. Clinical day means we treat each other. So I had 7 treatments on my body for the last 2 days, and that's usually quite a bit for me. That's quite a bit for anybody, actually. Fortunately, I felt pretty good yesterday, and I think in part because I had some really good classmates practicing on me, weren't going past barrier, were really, doing well, and therefore my body reflects that a little bit too. So I'm looking forward to a really great last day of school. Let's do this. It's day 3 and the day is over. So it's Friday, it's 10 after 4 and I'm ready to go home. Wow, what a week. This was my last week of clinical for year 1, and comments from the TAs today and the teachers was amazing, very positive. Just as such a focused group and very professional. We're also really ahead and really getting concepts, but so I'm just taking that as a win. I got a couple compliments today as teachers were going around making a lot of corrections and stuff, and they had lots of positive things about my control and just things we're learning, which I won't get into detail on here, but the point is I'm feeling super good. I'm like flying high rate today, and yeah, it's time to go home. It's hot. Gonna get the air on here. As you can see, school was a little bit warm, and looking forward to going home and then having a nice day of rest tomorrow. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so let's talk about getting through clinical week. A couple of things to remember: that during clinic week, you are being treated. You are treating and practicing, but you're also a patient or a backup or a body during this time, which means on average about 6 to 7 times each day you will have a treatment. So for me, my previous clinic this summer were 3 days in length. 3 times 7, 21. So I had somewhere between 21 and 24 treatments in 3 days. That's a lot of treatments. And what I'm going to help you here is to prepare so that you don't feel so bad, kind of things to help you get ready for clinical, and then also how to kind of manage it and survive it if you're not feeling so well. Tip number 1, rest. So this includes preparatory rest and showing up rested, as well as resting through the days of clinical. So what I mean by that is if you have a chance to, take a day off before, or just make sure you're getting good sleep before you show up to clinical week, it's really helpful to start on a high amount of energy. And then during clinical week, try and get as much sleep as you can. If you get home from clinic and you're feeling poorly, take a nap, go to bed early, sleep as much as you can, because those treatments are stimulating a lot of things within your body. We're moving around, releasing toxins and moving things around. So you're gonna feel kind of sluggish and maybe not so well. Sleep, I cannot overemphasize that. If you're someone like me and you travel in, so you've got a day of travel ahead, you're flying, if you can get there a bit early, that's super helpful, so that you're just take time, you're a little more calm, you're unpacked, you're ready to go, and that will help you get through the week. Do not underestimate sleep. Number 2, hydrate. Drink lots of water before you show up to the clinic week and drink water during clinic week. You are permitted to take a water bottle with you to class. You're not allowed like coffees and teas and other beverages, but bring your water bottle to class. During little tiny breaks in between a client, you can take a quick sip. We have breaks and lunch breaks throughout the day. Drink lots of water in the morning before you start your day and when you end your day. Again, you're going to be moving a lot of new things, maybe releasing things in your body. You want to continue to help that move along and flush through. Stay hydrated. Also, when you get a little excited, anxious, and you've got the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, you might get that dry mouth feeling. Again, we want to help the body stay hydrated. You're thinking a lot, you're being treated a lot, and I cannot overemphasize, drink lots of water.
Drink lots of water.
Tip number 3, eat. Plan snacks, plan food, plan meals that are high nutrient dense meals. Realize that you don't need big meals. In fact, you don't even have time to eat a lot of food. So what you are consuming throughout the day needs to be very intentional and very specific to your needs. One of the things that you have to remember, this is not a time to start a new diet plan, eating regime, or even do intermittent fasting. I wouldn't really recommend that through the week. Again, you've got so much going on with your body through these clinical shifts. You need to give yourself the nutrition and the energy that is going to fuel your thinking processes as well as manage through what you need. So I really encourage you to try and eat something in the morning, snack when you can, small meals throughout the day. It's not necessarily the way you're going to eat all the time, but this is something strongly suggest doing during clinical week. If you're someone who's anxious or excitable in the morning and you're like, I can't eat breakfast, I just can't do it. First of all, make sure you hydrate significantly. But second of all, try and have even like a smoothie with some protein powder or, even a vegetable fruit juice, something that's just going to give you a bit of nourishment in the morning. And that energy to help you through these very stressful, intense, but very effective days. Tip number 4, plan to feel sick. Plan to feel unwell. At some point, it's going to happen, very likely. Common symptoms after so many excessive amounts of treatment include headaches, dizziness, nauseousness, general achiness. There's lots of things that can happen. So if you plan for this, then it's not such a big deal if it shows up and you're feeling a little bit, over-treated, because you're going to be over-treated a lot. So some of the things that I do in order to prepare for this, I have a little kit, so I'm always ready to go, and it's actually been utilized by a few of my classmates, and that's fine. I've also used all these things. I've had some plain crackers. I have a little thing of ginger ale. Then if I'm just feeling a little bit nauseous, those things help settle my stomach a little bit as well. I usually have some natural gravel, some chewables that are quick to pop in. For me, I also take any medications along that I might need, in particular, just some basic ibuprofen to get through the day. Again, if you're feeling a little bit achy, you've got some inflammation, things are going on, take whatever you need on that level. And don't be afraid to help nurture yourself through this time, and be kind to yourself. The other thing that actually I like to do as well is I take along some therapeutic essential oils. And for me, something like the peppermint, if I'm feeling really nauseous or a little bit dizzy, not feeling well, for me, a little bit of peppermint oil, it really is a calming effect. So again, bring along whatever things you need to help yourself get through, and plan to feel unwell at some point. And tip number 5 is more of a post instead of a preparatory thing. Although it's a little bit in preparation, and that is get treated by an osteopathic manual practitioner. That is one who's graduated the program and fully has an understanding of what they're doing. So right now, especially in year 1 and even year 2, we're still just learning so much about the basics. And especially that first 6 months, everyone's going past barrier. They're putting your body past where it probably should be most of the time. And as a result, feeling unwell is very common. So what I suggest is, or what I do, is make sure you have your own treatment plan in place. So usually for me, 1 week after I've been in clinic, I go see my osteo in order to get myself put back where I need to be, or address anything that's a little bit out, so I'm ready that much more for the next time that I have treatments. And I'd like to think that a combination of all these things, being hydrated, eating well, preparing my body ahead of time, and even taking the time to be emotionally and psychologically ready for this week, knowing that it's a big week, really helps me to feel well and endure. So I hope you've found these things helpful. Have a really great week, and until next time, dig on.